This is a short video to help you review topics A and B in Module 4 before you take your quiz. The first question just asks us to draw a line plot, and these are our data points. So when you create a line plot, remember it's like drawing a number line, which I will, and I'm going to do this in a red pen just so it shows up better for you. Okay, so I draw a number line, and then I have to decide what numbers to put on my number line. Well, if I look at my data points, notice that they range, I will start at 0 and they go up, the highest data point is 3. So I'm going to start with 0 and I'm going to space this out to 3 holes. So let's say this is about 1 hole, 2 hole, and 3. Okay, the next thing I need to analyze before I do anything else is look at my fractions. Notice that my fractions are all halves and fourths. Okay, so on my number line, my best bet is to label fourths because I know that a half is 2/4. Okay, 3/4, and that's the only thing, a half is 2/4. Okay, so if I come down here, I need to break each section between the whole numbers into 4 sections, into fourths. So I would have 4 sections here, 1, 2, 3, 4, between 0 and 1. Then between 1 and 2, I need 4 sections. So I have 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. Okay, and then do the same thing here. And now I'm ready to start. Okay, so I'm gonna put an X at 2.5. So here's 2 whole. Halfway is right here. And again, that's 1/4, 2/4, that's a half. So I'm gonna put an X above that data point and I'll cross it off. I need an X above the half. So that's down here. 1 3/4. So here's 1 whole and 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. 1 1/2. So here's 1 whole and a half would be right here. 3/4, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. I need an X at the half. So again, there's 1 here, so I just put 1 above it. 2.5. So here's 2 whole and a half is right here. So I put a second X. 1 1/2. So here's 1 whole and a half is here. 2 3/4. So here's 2, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. And then 3 whole. Okay, and my line plot is created. Okay, the next question, number 2, asks us to analyze a line plot. Okay, it's the growth of plants after a week. So let's look at the questions. How many plants are there? Okay, well, to answer that question, each X up here represents a plant. Okay, so we just count the X's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 plants. What is the least a plant grew? Okay, well, the shortest plant is going to be right here. So we have to decide what fraction this represents. So let's look at our scale. Here's 0 and here's 1. Okay, so to decide what these fractions are, let's count the spaces between the 0 and the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces between 0 and 1. So these are in eighths. This would be 1/8, 2/8, 3/8. So my shortest plant is 3/8 of an inch. Okay, what is the most a plant grew? Well, the tallest plant would be down here. Again, if these are in eighths, this is 1 whole and 1/8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7/8 is right here. 1 7/8. Okay, so that's my tallest plant. How many plants grew less than 1 inch? Well, here's 1 inch, so the plants that grew less than that are the X's down here. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 plants grew less than 1 inch. And the final question, how many plants grew 1.5 inches? So here's 1 and here's 2. Halfway is right in the middle. And again, these are eighths, so that would be 4/8. So let's check 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8. Okay, 1 and 4/8 are 1.5. 2 plants grew that tall, be 2. Okay, that question again is on reading line plots. So let's look at the back. And you notice we have a chart. There's going to be a chart on your quiz. So let's take a look here. We are supposed to take 6 divided by 4 and draw a picture. So that could be like a tape diagram. Write the fraction and then write it as a mixed number if it applies. Okay, so first of all, if we have 6 divided by 4, I'm going to fill in my fraction, 6/4. My picture then would be, again, thinking about what is being divided. The 6 is being divided. That's my total amount, 6 whole. And it's being divided into 4 pieces. So my tape would show 4 sections. Okay, that's all you have to do for your picture. 6 whole divided into 4 sections. Okay, and then this, a mixed number does apply because this is improper. 4 goes into 6 one time with 2 left over. So 1 2/4, or you could simplify that to 1.5. Okay, so you might pause and try this and then come back and check yourself. The next one, 5 whole divided by 7. Okay, so I'm going to draw on my picture. My total is the 5 whole. And it's being divided into 7 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I would write that as 5/7. And 5/7 is not improper, so I don't have to write a mixed number for that. Okay, number 5, the fraction they give us is 13/3. Okay, we can think about that as 13 divided by 3. My picture would look like 13 is my whole amount, and it's divided into 3 sections. Since this is improper, I can write this as a mixed number. Okay, 3 divides into 13 4 times with 1 left over. So 4 1/3. Number 6, this time we're given the mixed number. So let's think about what that is as an improper fraction. 1 whole is 3/3, plus 2 more thirds would be 5/3. Okay, or remember you can do this. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 more is 5, and I am talking about thirds, 5/3. Okay, I could also read that as 5 divided by 3. And so my tape would look like my total amount is 5, and it's being divided into 3 sections. Okay, last question. A word problem, of course. I write it about ice cream. The shop used 3 cups of hot fudge to make 8 ice cream sundaes. So how much hot fudge was on one sundae? Okay, again, what is being divided? The hot fudge, that's what goes first. 3 cups of hot fudge is being divided among 8 sundaes. 3 cups divided into 8 sundaes. So if I wrote that as a fraction, it would be 3/8 of a cup on one sundae. Okay, and then, so how much was on 3 sundaes? How much hot fudge on 3 sundaes? Well, that would be 3/8 of a cup 3 times, right? 3 times 3/8, or you can think about 3/8 plus 3/8 plus 3/8, which would be 9/8, right? 3 times 3 is 9, which is improper. So that's 1 whole and 1/8 cups of hot fudge on 3 sundaes. Okay, I hope that was a good review for you. Good luck on your quiz.